let me ask you this. Let's put it out there. When was the last time you actually spoke with your daughter? The last time you heard her voice?
Man, that's crazy. I was, by the way, ginger ale, by the way, no wine. I spoke with my daughter in Chicago. The last time her and Azriel had got into it, and I flew up there to her trial, and she was sitting on the first pew of the court. And, of course, the bailiff, everybody knew kind of what was going on per se, right?
Right.
And I walked in and I sit right next to her. And she didn't even recognize me, of course. And my wife sits right next to me on this side, and Joycelyn was on the other side. So I looked over at her like this. And she really didn't recognize me. That's how long it'd been. So she finally realized who she was sitting next to, and she did the little pew thing. She was trying to tell the bailiff that she didn't really want to sit next to me. Wow. So I'm trying at this point to be like, what's going on? I'm trying to find out, right? So when she did that, the bailiff asked me. He said, she's in court, Miss Savage. I know what's going on. He said, I'm gonna ask you to wait outside of the court. I said, no worries. And my wife was still sitting on that side, but I went outside of the courtroom.
Okay.
That's the last time I saw her. I was in Chicago.
And that would have been 2019 or 2020.
Whatever date that, I can't recall what date it was. It wasn't in 2019. It was in, I want to say 2020, if I'm not mistaken. It was in February. I'm not for sure the year, but yeah, it was in Chicago when her and Azriel got into it.
Do you know what that fight was actually about?
So, man, I had no idea. The day I heard about the fight, I was going to talk with some people on victims who was victims of abuse, victims of I was going to head to a victim campaign or whatever, right, in Georgia. And when I found out, I was headed to the campaign. So when I got there, TMZ was there. I don't know how they find out things or how were people at, but they
find everything. I don't know how they do it. They get there before the police get there. I don't understand.
Exactly. And so the guy asked me, he said, how do you feel about the fight between Joycelyn and Azriel? I said, and I say it again, I said, I feel just like the other parents would feel. Feel embarrassed. I feel that this shouldn't have happened, and we're going to get to the bottom of it, period. And I walked into the to where I was supposed to go that night.
Gotcha.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.